Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. We are doing lesson 247 in A Course in Miracles today. Without forgiveness, I will still be blind. Sin is the symbol of attack. Behold it anywhere, and I will suffer. For forgiveness is the only means whereby Christ's vision comes to me. Let me accept what his sight shows me as the simple truth, and I am healed completely. Brother, come and let me look on you. Your loveliness reflects my own. Your sinlessness is mine. You stand forgiven, and I stand with you. So let us pray. So would I look on everyone today. My brothers are your sons. Your fatherhood created them and gave them all to me as part of you, and my own self as well. Today I honor you through them, and thus I hope this day to recognize myself. And that is the end of lesson 247. Without forgiveness, I will still be blind. When we see people in sinfulness, we see them doing wrong things, attacking. We see our need to defend. And so we cannot look on anyone with real love. We can only look on them either with pity or with blame or through guilt. And if we could understand that everyone doing whatever they are doing is doing their best in that moment, we might be a bit more forgiving. We might be a little bit more willing to see through the eyes of love rather than through the eyes of judgment. Consider times when you have messed up, when you have harmed people, when you have hurt someone's feelings. It was the best you could muster in that moment. Even if you were attacking someone, you were doing the best that you could do. We do not set out to be our worst. We do not set out to harm others. We set out with a goal of being our best self and showing our true self to others. It's only when we feel attacked and blamed that we gather up those thoughts, those ideas, and that belief system that either says we are bad or the world is bad. So perhaps today, begin to just look and say, they're doing their best. He's doing his best. She's doing her best. I'm doing my best. And see through the eyes of looking at a little child doing their best and maybe just frustrated that they can't do what they want to do. And see if you can see that there is no sin. Let's see what Tina Spalding's channelings tell us. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. It is important for you to understand the power of forgiveness. Yes, the whole study of A Course in Miracles is about these most magnificent abilities you possess. The ability to forgive, the ability to step back from judgment, and the ability to understand that there cannot be anything on this earth, in this experience you are having, that is not allowed to be. It is hard for you all when you see things you think should not be. For example, there was a terrible storm that went through your Bahamas, Hurricane Dorian, in September of 2019, and you saw people losing their homes. You saw people devastated. You saw people having experiences you feel should not have happened. Well, these experiences are happening, and the people involved are going to come out of it, believe it or not, with beneficial knowledge they did not have before the event. Many of you have been through circumstances that you, in the moment it was happening, thought, this shouldn't be happening to me. It can be as simple as having a flat tire, for example. This shouldn't be happening to me. But it is happening to you. You argue with reality and you resist all that the situation holds for you when you say it should not be. That is the judgment we are asking you to let go of here. The belief that you know what is good for you. Most of you don't have any idea what's good for you. And the belief that you know when others shouldn't do something. You don't know. You don't know their history, and you don't know their motivation. You don't know the outcomes of situations. You can't see the repercussions of everything. You are simply not equipped to decide that something is a sin. In fact, there is no sin. Sin is something that is committed against God and is unforgivable. And God never looks at anything that way. Only humans in their small ego minds see things that way and figure that God would be offended, but it has been allowed by God to happen, so that is clearly not true. The power of forgiveness gives you everything. And there are so many times that people will come into a session with this being, Tina Spalding, for example, and ask, "What is my purpose?" Your purpose is to forgive everything you have not yet forgiven. That is your purpose. From that place of love, kindness, and understanding, you will get and experience everything that you would like to get and experience in this life. You hold on to judgments. You hold on to sin. You hold on to the belief that you know better than God, and this is not so. It will upset some of you to hear this, and that is okay. That is judgment as well, and you will have to forgive me for the teachings that bring you this information. I am that one that you know as Jesus. We will speak to you tomorrow. And that is the end of Tina Spalding's channelings. Very much a similar story. We don't know the whole story. We don't know the motivations, which means people are doing their best. They may be motivated by the pain of perceived loss, the pain of their own attack, the pain of a believed sin from someone or something else. And so when we continue to lay sin upon sin upon sin upon sin, we are creating the fuel for war and a more collective conscious war than the internal war that we are facing here on this plane. Choose forgiveness. When we choose forgiveness, it means we are choosing love. How would love respond? What would love do? What would this look like through the eyes of love? And again, I go back to when I saw my 2-year-old, my 1-year-old having a tantrum of some sort because they did not get what they wanted in the moment, because they thought someone was being mean to them, because something made them unhappy in the moment. I could look at them with love and realize that they simply needed the security and the love of the parent, the mom, the dad. And just bringing them into that space of love would most of the time calm them down. It would eventually. And then they would be able to look at things from a different perspective. Pull yourself up into your own lap. Give yourself that love, that hug. Calm yourself down and then begin to look at life through the eyes of love so that you can actually see, because forgiveness allows the blind to see. Have a spectacular day with this lesson, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.